During the audition days of MNL48, Rance entered as one of the Challenger 27, which was another batch of aspirants that was chosen from the secret audition to challenge the top 48. Because of that, Rance, along with other challengers, were regarded as the antagonists in the journey of the top 48, and for that, they received so much hate. But when Rance was promoted as an official member of MNL48 because of an unfortunate instance that will be discussed later on in this video, Rance's idol journey turned out to be a successful one, and that is what we are going to discuss in this video today. Rance then was one of the noticeable members of MNL48 for her visuals and singing abilities, and she's one of the members that are often being chosen to be part of the Senbatsu, beginning the second single, Pag-ibig Fortune Cookie. Before Rance auditioned for MNL48, she is no longer new to performing. In fact, we can say that she was already being groomed for showbiz before and just waiting for that one big break. She already made TV commercials, indie films, and also appeared on TV series, and therefore, we can say that she was one of the challengers who has a strong edge. Rance was part of an indie film, Patentero ang Alamat ni Meng Patalo, although Rance did not have much screen time here other than the sari-sari store scene, but still, this film counts as one of her projects to add to her resume. The other one was a short horror film, Batibat, which was about a vengeful demon found in the Ilocano folklore that invades their dream space, causing sleep paralysis and suffocating their victim while they are sleeping. Rance had a significant amount of screen time here in this film, making her one of the important characters in this film. Aside from her acting projects on indie films, Rance also appeared in some TV commercials. I don't know which came first or next, but one of them was the Oishi TV commercial, and another one was for Smart Telecommunication, which is titled How to Be Jadine for Smart's Gigasurf 50. And with that being said, given that Rance had various projects in acting, advertisement, we can say that Rance has a strong resume to show, and that was even before she entered or auditioned for MNL48. During the audition days of MNL48 on its showtime, Rance entered the competition a few weeks before the first general elections as part of the new batch of aspirants called the Challengers. Rance is not one of those who battled against the bottom 7, but she and the others were introduced on the online show MNL48 Online Update. Speaking of the challengers, as the word suggests, their batch was created to challenge and snatch the slot of the original top 48 aspirants. During the time that the challengers were introduced, it was speculated that many of them were intentionally chosen to be the exact match of each of the top 48. For instance, the twin challengers Reiko and Reina to be the match of the Duran twins. It was also speculated that Mary was chosen to be the match of Sela, and because of Rance's singing abilities, it was speculated that Rance was chosen to be the match of Sheki, and to add that Rance and Sheki were products of the same performance training studio. It further added to the speculation that Rance was placed as a challenger to match Sheki. Rance did not make it in the top 16 Kenkyusei, but MNL48 producer Mr. Paulo Corosawa announced that they will keep all the remaining aspirants as reserves. After the first general elections, several Kenkyusei quits and some stayed. On June 8 of 2018, a shocking announcement was made on MNL48's online show MN Life, and that was the departure of members Trixie, Zen, Van, and May from MNL48. And since 4 official members left, 4 Kenkyusei were promoted as official members, and they were Cassie, Nina, Colleen, and Rance. Rance's emergence as one of MNL48's recognizable members was when she was chosen to be part of the Senbatsu for the MNL48 second single Pag-ibig Fortune Cookie, and that was also considered by the fans as one of the best eras in MNL48. But even before her inclusion to the Senbatsu for the second single, Rance's fan base has been growing even before that, and then came the second single, which was her big break that gave her exposure, which is one of the perks of being a Senbatsu member, and that includes being part of the music video for the single, mall shows, TV shows, and other guestings. In January 2019, for the first time, the AKB48 group family held its first AKB48 Asia Festival that gathered AKB48 and all of its international sister groups in one concert, and it was held in Impact Arena in Bangkok, Thailand. And of course, MNL48 was invited, and Rance was one of the girls who were chosen to represent the Philippines and MNL48 for that prestigious event. And months after, for the second time, AKB48 Asia Festival was held, but that time it was held in Shanghai, China, and for the second time again, Rance was part of the team that will represent the Philippines and MNL48. Months after the second single, during MNL48's Valentine's mini-live concert held at Movie Stars Cafe, MNL48 made an important announcement, and that was for the Senbatsu lineup for MNL48's third single, 365 Araw ng Eroplanong Papel, and for the second time, Rance was again chosen to be part of the Senbatsu, giving her more exposure that contributes to the further growth of her fan base. 365 Araw ng Eroplanong Papel was then the single that will carry the upcoming MNL48 second general elections, and that will determine the Senbatsu lineup for the fourth single and also who will stay as a member for the second generation, because MNL48 implemented an elimination system. On April 27 of 2019, MNL48 second general elections was held, and Rance landed at rank number 9, which is a milestone for her fan base. Rance's fan base has grown enough to push her in the rank, and to add that some of Rance's fans are veteran AKB48 Wotas who have been supporting AKB48 in the past years and doing the same thing that time for MNL48. And for the ones who are new to the system of MNL48 and the general elections, it's not about how popular you are in social media, but about how many of your fans are willing to spend as much as they can, as much money as they can to pour as many votes for the member that they are supporting. For being able to rank on the MNL48 second general elections at rank number 9, Rance once again was included in the Senbatsu for the upcoming fourth single, Ikaw Ang Melody, which is the Filipino cover of the AKB48 song Kimiwa Melody, and this is the third time that Rance became part of the Senbatsu consecutively. And for being able to do so, it's safe to say that Rance has become one of the group's recognizable members, and also she has a growing and strong fan base that boosted her ranks in the general elections because of their strong voting power. And then months after, during MNL48's Ikaw Ang Melody handshake event, MNL48 made an important announcement, which was the announcement for the new lineup of Senbatsu for MNL48's then upcoming fifth single. And then again, for the fourth time, Rance was again chosen to be part of Senbatsu, and later on it was announced that the fifth single is going to be High Tension. So starting from the second single up to the fifth single, Rance has been consistent in being a Senbatsu member, making her one of the MNL48's prominent members. Rance was also part of the Senbatsu for an MNL48 Christmas special song that was released in December of 2019 for the Christmas season, which was The Amazing Grace. MNL48 Amazing Grace was a cover of the gospel song of the same title that was released as a gift for the fans by MNL48 for the Christmas season, and for the first time, fans have seen MNL48 delivered a different genre by performing a solemn yet catchy gospel song for the holiday season. MNL48 fans also call this the MNL48 Gospel Unit or Senbatsu. And in February of 2020, during MNL48 Valentine's mini-live concert, as they always do, make a special announcement, and as always, for a new Senbatsu lineup. And yes, it's no longer a surprise that Rance was again chosen to be part of the Senbatsu, and that is for the sixth single, River, which is going to be the single that will carry the upcoming MNL48 third general elections. And unfortunately, on March 16 of 2020, it was officially announced that Rance is no longer participating in the third general elections along with other members such as Rowie, Lay, and Isa, and that means they are also graduating and will leave the group. And Rance's spot in the Senbatsu was replaced by MNL48 captain Alice. After Rance departed from MNL48, Rance, together with also graduated member MNL48 Sela, was seen in a Zoom meeting for an advanced artist training under the Star Magic workshop of ABS-CBN. This means that moving forward, we have yet to see more from Rance but as an actress in the mainstream showbiz after graduating from her idol career. Many fans agree that Rance's departure is a big loss for MNL48 for she has so much potential. Some of her dedicated supporters even want to push her to be the next center of MNL48, but still, she has plans of her own that we should respect. And that's all I have for you guys in this video, and I hope you learned a lot of things about MNL48 Rance, especially if you are an MNL48 Rance Kamioshi. And if you would like to see future contents just like this one, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you stayed till the end of this video, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, friends.